Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be using this little photograph that I've printed off of myself. It's just a normal inkjet print and it's in colour. I could have done it in black and white, which might have made my life a bit easier. And I've got a little bit of cardstock with some script written on it, which I've ripped out to be sort of body shape. I'm going to stick that on underneath. I'm just using PVA glue. I've also found this little label of cardstock which says the word fragile, and I thought this was appropriate. This is my journey, and when I was this age I was quite fragile. My parents were going through a divorce. This book is in black and white, so this is the fact that bits are in colour that's going to change. I'm now using three colours, white, black and grey. They're all fairly chic colours. And I'm going to be painting over my portrait using these colours. This is a really simple way of actually getting quite a good portrait by using an existing picture underneath. So I go in with the grey, which is like the middle tone if you like, and I'm using the picture to pick out what I consider to be the middle tones. Very loosely painting over, and I'm painting a little bit over the top of her head because that was cut off from the photograph. Now using the white to show off her blonde hair, but also the highlights and the lighting of where the photograph was taken really obviously show you where the light areas in her are, so it's really easy just to fill in. And I'm using a small brush but not a minute brush. As I say, this is a journal, it's not meant to be a perfect portrait, but when I'm finished I'm quite pleased with the results because it really does look quite like the original photograph. So I'm just going round and round blending. Use the black quite sparingly because obviously that's going to really pop, so I'm more careful with the black. And I'm going to rely on later on going back in with black charcoal pencil as well as a black Posca pen to sort of pick out the detail in a more controlled way. So don't worry too much about just being careful with it. As you can see, I'm now filling down her body, bringing in the piece of paper card that's underneath. I'm going to use a bit of gesso here because I don't want to completely blank out the writing and the script that's on it. Gesso is really good for neutralising so that you can still see what it says a little bit underneath. And I'm taking out the colour of the fragile sign. And you can go back in and do several layers if you want to, or just one layer to neutralise it, but it works much better than white paint in this way. This is a Very Chic brand of gesso. If you want to get your hands on any of the Very Chic products, they're all for sale on my website. I also have a club, and it's a membership subscription club, and depending on the level that you join, you can get up to 40% off Very Chic products. So if you wanted to just be a hobbyist that regularly buys paint, that's absolutely fine. But also if you wanted to retail and sell products on, there's no buying in amount or obligation to continue ordering at all. There is just a monthly subscription, and with that you get lots of free tutorials and the opportunity to do your own courses for sale. It really is a wonderful community and definitely worth checking out. The link is in the description of the YouTube video, so please go pop over and see what we're all about. There really is an awful lot to offer. As you can see, I've carried on just filling in detail, and she's starting to look a little bit more like the young me. I think these books are really lovely to do, and I hope you'll have a go. I'm going to be showing lots of pages as I go along, and this book is personal to me. These books, they cost an awful lot of money in time, and I wouldn't want to sell them, but I want to make this book my memories, my journey, special things that have happened, things that made me stop and think, happy times, as well as poignant moments. I'm trying here with a black pen, but the paint's still a little bit wet and the pen's not working that well on it. These are very fine-nibbed black pens. I'm trying to pick out the lettering of the word fragile to make that stick out. I'm using fine detail to try and get some of the face in, but I gave up and I've dried it off. I'm now going in with a charcoal pencil. She's working straight away, giving me what I wanted. I've obviously got more control with the charcoal pencil, so I can be a bit more careful with the black. So I'll spread it up even a little bit more for you. And I'm just working round and round. I always work really randomly. I just can't, I find it in myself to just work in one little area. I work round and round the picture, picking out bits that I think catch my eye. I'm using the white paint to go back over some of the label here, just to take out the colour. Oh, the word fragile sticks out, and I lose the colour. Most of this book is going to be black and white, but there are obviously some big events in my life that I think I probably will put in colour, like my marriage, etc. I'm now putting some wording in, and I'm starting with the big word placement, which was the word all, and then I'm fitting it around. And then I decide I don't like that there, so it's just as easy to paint straight over and carry on. I'm doing it fairly intuitively with my pencil, so it can all be changed at this point. And then once I'm happy with it, I can go back in and I initially paint over it, but at the end I will go over it with the Posca pen that will really make it pop and tidy it up. So I've started here with a Sharpie actually.
And you know, I feel good right now.
Right, so now I'm going to use a Stays On ink pad to just dirty up the edges. I do it quite randomly and I don't mind if it smudges a little bit. Once it's dried, Stays On doesn't smudge at all and you can completely seal and finish over it. I'm just going around the edges of the label just to emphasise it a bit. And the last thing I should be doing is going back over some of it with a poster pen. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial and that you'll have a go at some of it. Please check out the links below, check out the club, see what we're all about. We've got lots to offer and I hope you'll join me next time. Take care.